shit. I already fucked this up.
I was thinking we should get like a monitor or like something where we could all reference, like, because we all have our own tablets, but it'd be kind of nice to have like something up where we can like
something central we can all look at.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Like a Surface, Microsoft Surface right here.
I would like that. I would definitely like to have, or I have a projector, but I don't know where we would project it to.
So much on the Surface tablet.
So
no, okay, not maybe not the Surface tablet,
but
the Surface table, the real Surface.
Yeah,
that would be fun.
A real Surface would be really
like,
cool.
Throw documents at
you know, we probably buy the glass for cheap, and then we just have to get a big screen.
No, well, it's not just the glass, because like you have to have the touch screen.
No, the touchscreen glass.
Oh, the touchscreen glass?
You can get for decently cheap.
Really?
And then what costs the most is usually the display.
Ooh. We'll think about it.
Because I had looked into making desk ones. I wanted to make desk ones for education.
Well, there's tutorials out there to do them with a small projector.
You can do it on two webcams.
And two webcams essentially, and it just tracks the shadows coming from and a light, but it tracks the shadows out. But it's not the same fidelity as having a full on LCD screen that you're touching.
Just about. We got a lot this week.
Yeah, we do.
We do have a lot.
We have I was surprised because Monday came around. I was like, there's not much. Tuesday came around.
It was slow, and
still
then all of a
slow,
sudden,
and then, wow, this happened, and then this happened, and this happened. What do we want to tackle first here?
I'm loading document.
Okay, so we're gonna tackle loading the document first.
Okay. Now hold on. I'm still in week 11. It needs to refresh.
Oh. Well, it says this is actually production week 5. We need to update our document. Or week 6, sorry.
Oh.
Episode 6 live.
Episode 6. Oh, yeah. We should. Yeah. Episode 6 live. The
live.
other ones are beta.
The other ones were beta. We were getting the hang of things, and we still are. But we've got new groove.
Why isn't this? See,
I don't know.
We should have prepared. We haven't started.
Well, I've started.
Well, you've started.
Bert started.
Mine's up.
I'm
started?
right about.
Hold on.
Oh, he's still loading.
Right about now.
Okay,
I'm ready. I'm ready now.
He's up.
Okay, hold on. And
Okay, we have a laptop, iPads, and
my Nexus 7.
A Nexus 7. The variation in technology is good.
I think this document is getting too ridiculous.
We're all on the same Wi-Fi, right?
Yeah.
This shall be good.
It's not. Google is failing me right now.
Google's been failing.
Do you not have like a documents app?
No, that's what I'm doing.
You're using the documents app?
The Drive app.
The Drive app, yes.
There it goes.
Okay. So, we'll save that for last. All right. So, the first thing, Valve joins the Linux Foundation. I thought that was really cool. Linux Foundation doesn't get too many big names. It gets some decently big names in there. Some gaming companies that use it for their servers and games.
What is the Linux Foundation?
It is like the Linux Foundation.
It's the foundation of Linux.
Why is it special? Why is it special that Valve joined them?
It's one of the
pillars.
No, it's the pillars. Like
it's actually the concrete of Linux.
They are actually
they're actually one of the ingredients in the concrete.
They're the royal guard of the internet.
Linux, when they put it into a base when you're baking a pie with sugar.
That almost makes sense to me. That almost makes sense.
That was like the best EIL 5 or ELI 5.
Well, I know.
So does Valve have?
And this is what this is.
Yes, exactly.
Not explain like I am 5. Like I am explaining to a 5-year-old. I am 5, and this is my understanding of what a Linux Foundation is.
Okay. So, do they have anything to do from here on out with development of Linux?
Hang on. From their FAQ, let me just clarify here. What is the Linux Foundation? The Linux Foundation is a non-profit consortium dedicated to fostering the growth of Linux. Founded in 2000, it sponsors the work of Linux creator Linus Torvalds and is supported by leading companies and developers from around the world. The Linux Foundation promotes, protects, and advances Linux by providing unified resources,
it's a group of contributors,
and services needed for open source to successfully complete with closed platforms.
It's the royal guard.
Successfully compete.
No, it's just a list of the companies that have used it and then said, hey,
this is how it can be better.
This would be a little bit better, and I'm going to contribute. And now Valve is like part of the official companies that say, yeah, we did that.
Yes.
Yeah, we contributed.
Yes.
So that's cool. That's really cool.
So I think
a
that's
big-
interesting
for a gaming company.
for
that's huge.
gaming and Linux
For a
going
gaming
forward.
company, that's
For
huge.
a gaming company and another
I think
sales
I
platform.
think Microsoft is part of the Linux Foundation.
Because we also get the Steam store with it. We get a lot more than just games out of this. We get games and software.
That's true. That's true.
And
Ubuntu. Well, I haven't really liked Ubuntu since.
But
they
it's
moved
not
over
gonna
to
be
that
just-
one store. Like yeah,
the one, yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't, yeah.
hate it. It's just it's like built into. It's even worse than Windows 8.
I miss
It's, like, built into
GNOME.
everything. Yeah,
I totally miss my
I think I'm
GNOME
gonna
days.
find a different distro if I go back to Linux.
There's quite a few, so we should keep an eye out. Actually, I want to do that. I want to look for my GNOME distro. If anybody's got one, throw it in the comments, man.
in the comments. What comments?
I don't know. Put it in the review for the for iPhone.
Tweet us.
Yeah, tweet us. Tweet us at SerratedX. There you go.
At Serrated X.
Yeah,
Should we make our own tactical pause?
we
Twitter?
could.
Tweet us at Tactical
We're
Pod.
gonna start needing to if we want any sort of visibility.
Yeah, we should. Get a
That's
tactical
kinda how
pause.
the
They
internet-
might be
Okay.
looking
Kinda
for
how
us
the internet
now,
works.
okay?
Twitter and a YouTube.
Well, somebody get on that before I upload this and they steal
I
it,
don't
and
even
we
have
have
a
to pay
Twitter
like
for
$1 million.
myself. I'm not
I
gonna be able
know.
to do
I
that.
have a
I'll take
Twitter
care
for
of the Twitter,
myself,
that's
but I
fine.
barely use it.
I'll take care of it. Like I take care of every fucking other thing.
Yeah,
I'll
good
help
job.
you. Just let me know what you need help with, and we'll
We
get
should
this.
have a
we'll
we should
get
have
this
a
worked out.
separate document that tracks this sort of thing.
It's a good idea.
Okay.
Going back to what we were talking
Yeah.
about, other members of
Let's
the
not build the company
Linux
on our
Foundation.
podcast.
That's the point. Come on.
What? It's
Transparency.
kind of how it works.
Transparency.
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 Yeah.
IBM, NEC, Oracle, Samsung, AMD, Hitachi, Citrix, Cisco, Panasonic, Motorola, Toshiba, SUSE. There's a lot of big names in here.
Yep.
Adobe, which is interesting. You know,
And then it
it's-
goes down into smaller names too. There's a lot of stuff like they have levels of membership as well.
And a lot of it is because those are companies that have stuck to the staple of Linux is server software.
Yeah.
And they've contributed to the server side of things. So while we may not see Linux apps from them, it's because it hasn't gained the desktop popularity until recent. Well, I don't know. It's been growing for a while. Ever since I've used it, I've seen the scene growing.
What?
The Linux
Linux?
scene, yeah. And I've been using it since like
It's
Slackware
been-
a
No,
long
it
time ago.
has a grip on industrial
It has-
computers. Like
Well,
any,
yeah.
any store you go to, any market you go to, they're all running a simple Linux-based system. And I mean, that's where the money's at. I mean, every new store they open, they got to buy servers and they got to get a new part of the software. And
Well, it's not money in that they don't have to pay licensing fees to. Well, they have to pay certain licensing fees to, at least if it's like certain distros, but it's not like Microsoft licensing fees.
yeah,
I
well, that's why you don't.
it's I think it's there and it's always been there and it's just getting into this community, the gaming community, is like the home, like at home market, and Linux has always had the same level of I think adaptation to the home market, at least in my years of using it and
Okay.
knowing it. I mean,
Nah.
you think it's increased?
I think its user base has increased. But let's move on into other gaming matters. Let's get to League of Legends streamers can only stream League of Legends. Oh my god, this made me laugh.
There's two links actually. There's an Ars Technica article is the second one, and I didn't read the Ars Technica article,
So,
but
I
yeah.
mean-
So Riot Games was just like, all right, so you guys are League of Legends streamers. If you have anything else on your personal streaming network, we're kicking you out of contract.
And who's policing this?
Them.
Riot,
Riot.
which is yeah.
Riot has the resources to do so.
Yeah.
They make good money.
I found their reasoning interesting.
It-
They were basically like, if we want to be considered real athletes, quote unquote, like in quotes, which was funny. Like, if we want to be considered real athletes, then you're gonna have to start acting like it's some sort of athletic-based game, or you're gonna start acting like professionals, and you're gonna basically, if you're streaming for this game, then you're only streaming for this game. It's not like if you're streaming, if you're calling football.
Go in between matches.
Well, they
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So
Or no stream. Yeah, you can stream like Dota 2. You can stream. There's a whole list of them
yeah.
that it was while even in your
you
personal
are,
time.
you are the face of
League of
Legends.
Legends.
Yeah. LOL.
So their reasoning was basically if you cast football, you don't cast soccer too, or football or
It's a
or
very
soccer.
capitalistic choice to make.
Well, it's almost like it's nice in the sense of like, yeah, they're almost trying to like monopolize League of Legends, but at the same time, the other games still have whatever.
Well, they still have other players.
Okay, there's also that they're getting income too. Like
Yeah.
they're getting paid to stream.
Yeah.
So like
It's a
It's
business
a business
I wasn't
decision.
as
They
upset
can
about
do
it.
that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a total business decision, and I wasn't as upset about it as I thought I was going to be. But then I also thought back to when Valve and EA had their dispute over the licensing and allowing for exclusive games on digital platforms. And then that spawned Origin. Well, partially they still have EA games in the store. You'll see them drop by now and again, but it's nothing popular like Battlefield or Star Wars or anything like that. It's just the little stuff,
You mean that's it?
and that's it. And it is a lot. It's a lot
I
of
mean,
their like
that's it.
indie platform,
'Cause
like
FIFA
like
and well, no, 2K Sports, but FIFA is on both Steam and Origin, isn't it?
I don't know. I think Football Manager is, but I don't think FIFA is.
Is Football Manager done by EA?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think there is any EA games then.
Well, like
SimCity's not.
maybe
was
some
it?
published EA games. We'll have to do a search.
We will have to do a search.
We'll have to
find
do a
out what
search.
EA has been putting out there.
I thought there were still a couple of EA games on there. EA published games. Maybe not EA
like developed games.
developed
But they-
games.
Okay, like EA games.
Yeah.
EA Sports.
It's in the game.
It's always in the game.
You have to say it.
You can't.
EA Sports.
Okay, the WoW movie got a cast, or it got a partial cast. So it actually signed people. We have those. We have names. Who are those names, Cody?
Okay. So, Universal Pictures has revealed that they have closed deals with Ben Foster.
According to who? What site is this?
Universal Pictures.
Universal Pictures / Film.
Slash Film. Okay, Slash Film has it.
Yeah, according to / Film,
Thank you.
according to Universal Pictures,
Cite your sources.
Universal Pictures has revealed that they have closed deals with Ben Foster, Travis Fimmel, Paula Patton, Toby Cabell, and Rob Kaczynski. I only know like 2 of those names.
I don't know any of them.
I've heard of Ben Foster and Rob Kaczynski.
What from?
I don't know.
Okay.
Those names sound familiar. They have an air of familiarity. Are you guys Googling these names?
Bert is on to IMDb here.
I want to see if it doesn't have an official page, then I don't give a shit.
Well, it's not. Just look up the names.
Look up the names. Rob
It's not
Kaczynski
gonna have an
has
official
appeared in
page.
HBO's True Blood, EastEnders, as well as the movies Pacific Rim and Red Tails.
That's
How
why I
do you
haven't
spell
seen
the
them.
last name.
I haven't seen any of those movies or any of those shows.
Travis Fimmel stars in television's series Vikings.
Haven't seen him.
Ben Foster's credits include The Messenger, 310 to Yuma, Lone Survivor, Kill
I'm
Your
still on
Darlings,
the first guy.
X-Men:
I
The
can't-
Last
I
Stand.
can't type this fast.
and television series 6 Feet Under and Flash. I know who Ben Foster is.
Oh, Flash
So
Forward?
basically, Slash Film breaks everything down for you.
I'd probably seen him. Yeah, Slash Film breaks it down. We're good, Bert. You're
The-
done.
the- I
Your
found
job-
Ben
Your work here is
Foster.
done.
I found Ben
I
Foster.
have no idea who
And
Ben
yes, 2015 Warcraft is the title. And here we go. Colin Farrell is rumored. Paula Patton, Paul Dano.
Yeah,
Travis
we've heard of those
Fimmel,
rumors for a
okay.
while.
No,
Whatever.
Oh wait, no.
They're
No.
casting for the
he's
World
not
of
famous.
Warcraft.
He's not
Warcraft
Yeah,
movie. It's
Warcraft.
He's not
Warcraft.
famous.
Yeah. Okay, moving on.
It'll suck.
Probably.
If it's also recommending the Pirates of the Caribbean 2 and the Amazing Spider-Man 2, yeah, it's gonna suck.
So Gabers hasn't seen the latest episode
Titties and dragons.
I have not.
with the Red Robin wedding.
But I'm
The Red Robin wedding.
I'm behind, so you guys can go ahead and review it. I'm not gonna stop anybody from going over the
We don't have
joy.
to review it. We can
It was
just
just, it was
I
interesting.
Red Robin wedding.
Red Robin
felt-
wedding.
Yeah, the Red Robin wedding. That's pretty much all we have to say about it. Betrayal occurred everywhere. And
Betrayal after betrayal after betrayal.
Who's
after
betraying?
betrayal.
We're brought up.
Wait, whose betrayal's
My-
this one?
Kenny's entire scene was all in Japanese.
Yeah, and no
unsubtitled.
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 Well, you know what else I mentioned is, does it matter? Because you can never understand what Kenny says anyway. So
It's a good
I mean,
point.
that's just his entire section is just something you can't understand, but you just watch. And I thought it was hilarious.
That's funny.
And it can be translated. Allison
Someone
said.
did, and they said that
but
it
it's
was
very
really
basic.
broken. Yeah, really
But
basic.
I'm
really
thinking
broken.
that's because Trey Parker and Matt Stone are the ones doing the voices to it, so they're looking at something that just says how to make the noise, and you're trying to
Yeah.
follow it once you've learned English. So could you imagine them trying to like joking around doing that?
It's pretty crazy.
It's awesome.
It was pretty
It's
epic.
awesome.
I was glad to see it.
I think it's really cool that
I,
like, they do that.
I enjoyed the build up a little more than the finale.
Yeah, now they have only one more episode left in the season.
Yeah, this would be kind of, I don't
They
know if
tied
it's
everything
random
up.
or.
That can be said. I mean, there's not like there's a lot to tie up. But.
And then it became a big promo for the game,
I
which
liked
we
how
kind of
there
all
was-
expected.
I like. How
No, okay, but here's what I was thinking. It did become a promo for the game, but the entire time when they're making fun of George R.R. Martin for delaying everything,
Yeah.
delaying everything,
That's
they're really making fun of themselves.
Yeah.
because
That's
it's just
very
gonna get
true.
Delayed. And yeah, they're using as the prop, but really they're talking about themselves in a way.
Well, Butters even makes the joke at the end. I forgot what
Yeah,
it
and
was.
if you believe that, you're gonna. I have a big floppy wiener.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. I like the scene in when they're walking through the mall and the blood just got like.
It's like Charlie Brown.
Yeah, it's just more and more blood. Just everything. The walls were covered with blood. Yeah, and then, the Charlie Brown music too.
And yeah, it's just gore everywhere.
Good episode.
It was-
I'm curious what they're gonna do for their finale though. Now.
Well, people were like, "Oh, I wonder if it's going to be a holiday episode." But it kind of already was a holiday episode.
It was
it
the last
was.
3 episodes
had
were holiday.
it was
episodes.
all a
Yeah.
holiday. It was like a 3-parter holiday episode because it's all about Black Friday and the holidays start earlier every year. So I thought it was great. I enjoyed it.
Neverwinter and Final Fantasy VIII hit Steam. Neverwinter is a free-to-play third-person action RPG MMO.
Have you played it?
Yeah, it was actually kind of fun.
You like it?
It was alright. The interesting thing is, like, if you're a mage, your stance is really kind of stupid. You go into like tiger stance, and you just kind of sit there like for a second until you're out of combat, and then he goes okay, and then as soon as you try to cast something again, he goes tiger. So there's no real way around.
I saw you playing Final Fantasy VIII.
I was enjoying it until I hit this fucking long street of. God, I hate this goddamn part. The seed test. I don't know if did you ever play Final Fantasy VIII? So at one point you're in an academy and you're going to take a test, and on your way down from this hill, this fucking spider machine monster's chasing you. Bless you. And it's just like a long fight after fight, and I was just failing at it last night, and then I got pissed off and I turned it off. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. It looks pretty good. It upskills.
Other than that,
It upskills
Other
pretty
than
well.
like getting frustrated and throwing my controller against the room,
No, well, it was like the first time I died, and it was late, and I was just like, I'll get back to this tomorrow. I didn't want to go through it again, because it's a long process.
Okay.
But no, it's been fun. I've been enjoying it. I also have Final Fantasy VII, but
Did we talk about what everybody got out of their sales?
I didn't get
Black
like shit. I
Friday.
just got Parabel
Okay.
For Black Friday.
See,
or
the
for,
awesome thing was
for Steam. Is
No, we already had that. We
Yeah,
already
yeah, we
talked
did that
about
last
it
week.
after-
Oh, well, maybe from the Steam sale though.
the Steam sale because it kind of started a little earlier.
Yeah.
From the autumn sale. But okay, so Black Friday, I got to hang out in the cafe area, and it was dead. Everybody just had Thanksgiving dinner. Nobody wants to eat, so I'm just hanging back there selling like a drink here and there. I get to watch as these people just storm in like a monster of ants. And just there's like 300 shopping carts in the area where they come in. Like an hour later, they're all gone, and they swarm all over soft lines, and they work their way over to electronics, and then line up, and I get to see like everybody who first in line gets a voucher for a TV. All of a sudden, like 50 inch, and like they're training out the store with like security next to them just in case. I'm just like watching these people like grab 6 of something and call their, "Hey man, did you need this? Did you need this?" No, and then just fucking chuck it in the fucking corner. Like, I'll come back for that later then. It was chaos, and it was hilarious because I didn't do anything. So I just want to let you know. And then I ended up picking up like 4 pillows for $3 each and 6 months of live for $20. So not bad. I made out well, I feel like.
good work.
Yeah.
Oh, and a sound bar for a $300 sound bar, which with coupons I got for like $100.
Nice.
And I wall mounted it under my TV. It's
Very
badass.
nice. Yeah. Well, I meant really for the Steam sale.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about it.
Did you get anything else at the Steam sale?
No, just Stanley Parable. I'm waiting for the winter sale. Here's
What'd
the
you-
Steam-
what'd you think? Did you
Actually,
play it?
yeah, we played the Stanley. I played the Stanley. Did you play it?
I didn't play it yet. I've installed it. I know.
I already went through like most of it. or
I'm pissed.
a good amount
So
of it.
there's a video of a guy who like claimed he could stop the countdown, and it was fake and I didn't realize it was fake until after I tried it. And
You're dumb.
took some time, but supposedly because here's the thing: when you know how you get to the one door and you have to type in a code.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be vague. If you type in 888 over and over and over again,
Yeah.
like you get an achievement.
Really?
It's something to do with 88888.
I tried.
So-
I kept going up to that door and putting in the wrong number, and it just
Yeah.
is eventually just like, oh, I'm opening
Yeah,
it for you.
and eventually it will. But if you keep pressing 8
8,
and only 8, it'll
Okay.
actually do something. Like it's a little
Okay.
trigger, and you notice that, and it has something to do with the countdown. You'll figure this out, Jared.
Alright.
But I just want to know, like, what can you do? Because there's one line that I've always heard in the trailers that I haven't heard in the game yet, and it's what? Wait, how did you do that? And I'm wondering if that's it. So we'll find out. I feel like it's a little teaser.
Pixel Piracy offering up its own Pirate Bay link.
What is this?
I
Pixel
did
Piracy is a
this.
little game. Did you get
It's,
this?
I went and played this actually. It
What
was
did you think?
interesting.
I didn't play it yet, but I was looking at it, and I'm
I-
really curious.
It looks like if you spend some time with it and really learn how to play it, it looks like it could be a lot of fun and there could be a lot of depth to it. I played it for about 5-10 minutes. Built a little ship, floated around to another. I torrented it, by the way, which is awesome though because now I'm talking about it. Now you guys are getting to hear about it. So I
Do you think you'd
floated
buy it?
around on a little ship. Yeah, I would buy it, just depending on like if it went on sale for I don't know exactly what the price was. I think it was about $15, $12.
Okay.
So I don't know. I would buy it later on. It's a fun game. Like you got to float around on a ship, and then you could keep like pillaging parts from little islands and building your ship bigger and adding more stuff to it and going back to other islands and like hiring people. It was fun. It looked like a good game.
This kind of sounds like familiar to. I just got Starbound, which is I don't know if you've heard of Starbound, but it's kind of like the same idea, but with spaceships. And you start out on like an abandoned ship, and you have to go to a planet, and then like it's like I only played like maybe 10-15 minutes of it, and it's like just playing the 10-15 minutes, I was like completely overwhelmed with the amount of shit you could do. Like it's like we're talking crafting, like
Wow.
like building parts. There's a 3D printer where you're like I don't even know what it does, but it had a shitload of options. Like
You just build anything out
there's
of it.
so many options. I don't know what to do. Like I'm like completely
still
overwhelmed.
overwhelmed.
That's kind of how this
It's
was.
early access, and it's multiplayer. So I don't understand the multiplayer either, but apparently it is multiplayer. So
I might pick that up. I've seen a lot of people playing it.
yeah, there's 2 people on my friends, or three people. Harvey has it, and 2 other people have it. I don't know the other 2. So.
Anyway, this game, Pixel Piracy, they put their torrent link right on their website and was like, hey, we know people are going to pirate our game anyway, so
At least now we can
here
see
it
how they're
is.
doing it.
Yeah, here it is, and it's in a safe format, and you're not going to get any, viruses or anything. And take a look at our game, at the very least. So that's what I did. Took a look at it. I don't know if I'll buy it. Maybe I'll take a look at it again in the future when I don't have so many other games to play. And I don't know. It's a good idea by them. I like it.
Huh?
Yeah, fly.
Huh?
Ah!
Okay, I want to jump to 2 things only because I have to go soon.
No.
Brick and Xbox in 6 easy steps.
This is one of those, like, I could totally see people doing it, unfortunately,
Well,
but you have to be kind of
people have done
low.
it.
People have done it because like it's been like posted on Twitter like
Oh my god.
play your 360 games on
Backwards.
your Xbox One.
Yeah.
Well, no, people know about it.
Xbox backwards compatible. That's what it is.
Yeah, make your Xbox backwards compatible by putting in by doing this.
Right.
But it's essentially saying
But
delete
who's
your
that-
System 32 folder.
Who's actually come out and said, "Oh God, I've done this. What do I do?"
I'm sure.
Okay, Microsoft
It's
said you
somebody
can-
said it sets it into an infinite reloop.
It does. That's
So
what
it
does.
just keeps restarting.
So somebody said, "Oh, you need to get to your settings and just put it back to factory settings."
Yeah, but it resets
But
before you can
If it
do
resets
that.
before you can do
Yeah.
it, like you have to send it to Microsoft. That's your only option is send it to Microsoft.
So I'm curious to see how many people got hit with this. Like
Yeah.
how many people are actually falling for this. I feel
apparently
kind
a
of
lot.
bad for them. It's interesting that Xbox has been keeping a higher supply than PlayStation. Have you noticed Xbox being in stock at your Target?
They have restocked more often. No, actually, no, they haven't restocked more often. But when they do restock, they do have bulker product. When we get PlayStation 4s, we'll usually get like maybe 6, 7 in. But when we get Xboxes in, we'll get like 10 or 12 ish. But not a lot of people. But they're not really publicizing it very well, so not a lot of people know about them. But once the resellers find out, they come in and swoop them all up. So, I mean, really, I think that it's all going to get bought out anyway, especially with Christmas coming along. And it's starting to get really busy. So, as far as console wars go, I think it's still pretty even. I mean, everybody wants all of it, no matter what it is. It doesn't matter. It's just...
Everybody wants all of it, no matter what it is.
That's
Pretty
true.
much. It's
Yeah.
true.
That's
that
absolutely
that
true.
is like,
Everybody wants both systems anyway. Well,
people are going to end up buying both of them.
Well,
In the long term, probably. God, this fly is just distracting, which is why I'm using so few items.
hit him.
okay. So, and the other thing that you want to hit
Oh, I
before you
wanted
go?
to jump into the Payday 2 DLC because I didn't get to play many of the new maps, but we've been playing a lot of Payday lately. And Cody, you should join because
Yeah?
we figured out how to stealth everything.
Oh, yeah?
And
Yeah, we've gotten
no
pretty
joke,
good at it.
Like we broke down the entire bank. I can stealth through all of Firestarter, stealth through, and I mean when you do, it's so easy. And the framing job gives you so much money because you plant coke in a senator's safe and steal all his gold. The new DLC is you can actually raid armored cars and stuff, which are really cool. I haven't
Well,
gotten
Armored
into it.
Transport had
Armored
that.
Transport
Was
I'm
that,
sorry,
but-
not the new one. The new one is
The new one's a lot of guns,
weapons.
masks.
Yeah, and I got what did I get? I haven't even looked through most of it, but the new weapons are pretty nice, and they do a lot more damage. So if you've been playing for a while and you want to be able to kind of mow down the harder guys, it's kind of convenient to have the new assault rifle. I think it is. But
Yeah.
oh man,
It's the
fun.
gauge
It's
weapon
really,
pack.
You feel so accomplished when you do it, and I just
About
wanted
$6.
to throw that out there.
It was pretty fun. I like it. I've been playing more Payday recently, but I feel like I've been playing a lot. Yeah, I get that over though. Like with Left 4 Dead, it fucking.
You've been playing a lot of Payday, actually. I've noticed.
So because we've been
Recently.
playing it with Festa.
So, back to our list. The Humble Bundle, Humble Jumbo Bundle.
I already have all those games, but I'm hoping that one of you guys picked it up so I can play them with you.
I did.
You did? You got it?
Yeah.
I did too.
Natural
have-
Selection 2.
I've had
already.
Natural Selection too.
I got all of them for
You
the
bought
ride.
that
I never
for
played
us.
them.
Yeah, yeah, you actually got that for all of us.
Oh,
so I
that's
have an
right.
extra key on that.
played it, though. We should play it.
Should play it.
Actually, we should play that, or we should play some TF2 Man vs. Machine.
MVM. I'd be down for
I've
some
never
MVM.
played it.
You have to.
Yeah,
Not
you played like.
seriously, I've never beat it. I've never actually gone all the way through from
I would
never
like to
played
do that.
TF2,
End to complete.
So I need to start getting
and like from start to finish. Never done it. Maybe
I
we played like an
Don't
hour or
think-
two at a
I
time.
don't think I've done that either.
But like
Alright,
never
gents.
like sat down and been like, let's beat this.
I gotta head out for work, so you guys enjoy.
Godspeed,
later.
sir.
Godspeed, man.
No, I was just glad I got Serious Sam 3
That's a good one too.
That's a good one.
for $4.
I got the
Awesome.
DLC to Orcs Must Die and Gary's Mod. I didn't have Gary's Mod.
I've never
Didn't
had
have
Gary's
Gary's
one.
Mod?
I keep seeing it go on sale, and I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up when it's like $2 one of these days. And I never
Yeah.
did.
I got it way back in the when it first went on sale because I played a lot of the original Gary's Mod before it was on sale, and like I played a lot of it, so I was like, I'll support it, and I got it like way back when. It is fucking one of the most popular games on Steam.
It is.
It-
Absolutely,
It's
it
just
is.
mind blowing because it's fucking Gary's Mod, but apparently there's like custom game modes where like you can like get in and like just sit in and go into theaters and like watch videos that people play. You can go into like places where people can just like browse websites and you can watch them browse websites. There's apparently the Zombie Wars is a lot of fun where like you would go and you like take it's obviously a crazy gravity gun where you can like change the angles of every object and you make a giant fort and then you fight against the zombies. There's a shitload of fucking these like maps and games that I had no idea existed, and I feel like we should try them.
Okay. Okay.
Be
I
fun.
finally picked
Let's
it up.
do it.
We play a lot.
I remember playing when it was free and it was like an actual mod, but I'm ready to get back into it and see
We
what
should-
the popularity
We
is
should
about.
set a day out of the week to just play a multiplayer game other than Dota. because I mean, play a lot of Dota, and that's always like pickup games come up for that all the time. But as far as like, hey, let's sit down and get through Magicka or the latest DLC of Magicka. Like, when are we ever going to be like, oh yeah, let's play Magicka, except when it comes out? But there's a problem with trying to do that. There's play dates.
I still haven't finished Magicka just
I
because
still-
like
I
we've
still
gotten
haven't
so
finished.
far into it, and then
Have to restart.
yeah.
I finished it. It was pretty good.
There's more DLC though.
I know. There's a lot of DLC. I've gotten through most of the DLC I have.
They actually have.
I want to get through.
new game type.
We'll get to this when we get to the VGX awards, but I want to get through that fucking Borderlands 2 DLC, Tiny Tina.
Oh yeah. I haven't even played Borderlands 2. That's still on my list of things to do.
Man. All right. So we went through
That's another one. That's a multiplayer game.
DayZ Early Access Trainwreck. What's this about?
Well,
Who added this?
did you read it?
No.
Oh.
Who put this in here?
I did.
Okay, what's it about?
Why didn't you read all the links?
Cause fucking busy.
You're supposed to read the links.
I had to play Final Fantasy.
All right, so DayZ is being released, but Dean Hall, the main developer, is just like, yeah, you shouldn't really play this because it's gonna suck. It's early access. It's really early alpha, something like that.
With that accent and all.
Yeah, dude, he's like New Zealand or Australian. Or
It's
something.
really early alpha.
Really early.
You should listen to him talk. It's pretty funny. But anyways, he was saying like you guys are gonna. It's a recipe for disappointment. The lead developer said buying this game right now
Wow.
is a recipe for disappointment. And I'm probably gonna pick it up.
He needs out. I know.
This is kind of light.
Final Just Cause 2 multi.
Wait, hold on. I'm not done talking about DayZ.
Oh, God.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, it's a recipe for disappointment, and I'm kind of excited to play it.
Okay.
Did you guys play DayZ at all?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we tried. I
Have you
tried
seen
playing
any
with
of
like
the-
Gay and
Did you see any of the videos for the standalone yet?
it looked really good.
Yeah.
It looked really good, but he's probably talking mechanically. It's not
Wait, this
sound
isn't
yet.
the same Armor 3 mod, Daisy. Yeah, okay.
The standalone.
No, this is a
And
standalone. Daisy.
yeah, of course, the
one that
standalone one.
you
But
know, last
that's what the lead developer said about it. That's
last year
pretty
you would
funny.
sit back and go, should I buy Arma 2 because they've already announced that there's going to be a Daisy standalone. We're a year in, and now we're finally going to get early access to it. And he's saying, don't do this yet.
For another 3 or 6 months.
Yeah. So a year and a half, I think, was good enough time to get
You know what? I like
get my
to
money's
see.
worth out of that.
I mean, you've gotten how many early access games have you gotten? Prison Architect. You said you've gotten that one.
I've gotten that one. I don't know. I think that might be it right now.
Starbound. I got Starbound. That's an early access game. I don't think
There's a
Spelunky
couple.
is
I think
an
there
early
were
access
one
game.
or two that I wanted to get, but I can't think of them off
But
the top of my head.
that's what this is. It's an early access Steam game.
Huh.
So
Well,
you get what you get what you pay for, and it's good that he's just pretty much saying, "Hey,
don't.
So there's one other game that's also coming out on Steam that started as a mod.
God, I'm so excited about this.
We can play this right now.
I know.
We can
It's
go- we
it's
can
open
go-
today.
Yeah, we can go play this right now.
It's
right after
open
this.
today.
We didn't really play last.
I'm
couple
playing
times.
this weekend.
You're gonna play this.
I'm gonna
weekend?
try to play
We
this
have
weekend.
gangs and shit like that. You can do like really cool stuff. Like,
Well,
you
what
can
we're
have
talking about-
gangs
what we're
and then
talking about
spawn on each other. In oh yeah, what are we
Is
talking
I
about?
Just
should
Cause
install
2
this.
What are we talking about?
multiplayer.
Yeah, Just Cause 2 multiplayer. You know what? I'm actually more excited to play this right now than I am to play like hop on Grand Theft Auto.
Well, I am only because of with the beta and what I'm going to remember from the beta and what I think is going to be gone from the live is that fucking there are 700 people on a server. Like tons of fucking people everywhere.
I think they might have. Well, I mean, if they had it going, they might just have one server going at all times, and then people can just like make up their own servers when they wanted to as well. So you can like start communities. But I would imagine if they finally release it, they would have one official server. That would be
I'd like to see that.
one or two official servers.
I would like to see that. I want to see like a mass populace. That's what I really liked about it, and that's what I'm afraid is going to be
But you know,
missing.
it was limited.
in release.
It was limited to like to weekends. It's almost like it could be an MMO. Could you imagine like okay, so you have that giant city, the giant city, and you have let's say they got like about 400 people to log in every day. That's a small number, but 400 people every day for a month in the same server. I mean, You don't get that with Grand Theft Auto because every time unless you're joining like
You only get 16 tops.
you only get 16 tops, right? Like, do you think people and in MMOs you kind of had like what I'm talking about is like you had these like little cliques where people hung out in the world.
All the duelers are right outside of Ogrimmar. You got.
Do you think that same thing would like happen
all the merchants
in
next
Just
to
Cause 2 if the concurrent world happened for obviously more than a weekend? Because that hasn't happened yet. So I'm curious. Like that's what I'm most curious about with Just Cause 2 is like if the community starts building up around it, the Just Cause 2 multiplayer, is there going to be like, we're going to be like, oh yeah, dude, we're hanging out at the so and so tower like always, and then like you have to go to the tower to start like these certain events, or you can't go to certain areas because you know a certain guild runs that area, and every time you go into that area,
they're just gonna fucking kill you. Unless they know you, they're gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, like that's. I think that's what I'm.
We should hop on. This is the last one before the release.
Before the release, yeah, we should hop on. But like that's, I mean, that's what I felt like when I first in the golden age of my World of Warcraft playing. Is that type of community and that type of like feel when you got onto the server that you knew like, oh yeah, like
this is where I can find these people.
This is my place in the server.
Yeah.
Like this is my place. Like that's what I'm missing from an MMO right now, and I don't think any of them out right now can fill that void.
So wait, how many people max in free roam in Grand Theft Auto?
16.
16 in free roam?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's lame.
It is, but it
For that size of the world, it's
small.
It's pretty yeah, it's
but
all right.
It works because everybody just kind of I don't know. I never.
Everybody
felt,
stays dense in the city anyway.
Yeah, I never felt like I was just like there was just no one around. I mean, you kind of gravitated towards people, but having 750 people, like it was just madness.
It was awesome. I loved it. So I'm excited to see that go live. I'm curious to see how it's going to go live and what we get out of that. But that'll be fun. Polygon changes their Battlefield 4 scores. Battlefield 4 has been on a very bad streak of publicity recently.
Yeah, so much so that EA is losing money in the stock market.
Robbie! Come here. We're on Battlefield.
Robbie's on CSGO right now.
Oh, okay.
We could talk about Pokemon Generations.
Okay.
That was interesting. Has anybody else followed this besides Cody? I know Cody
I
I
know
has.
that
downloaded it and played it last night.
I know. Oh, did last night you did?
Oh, it's a game?
Yeah.
I thought it was the YouTube series.
No.
What is Generations?
Generations
Why don't
is...
you follow any of the links? Like,
I
we put
know.
these links on here.
Because-
This is words on the page that we talk about and we tell you things.
They're
I
and they're
wanna
blue.
learn.
You want
The
to
day
just...
of-
They're just,
alert.
why are
So-
they blue, you guys?
It's also a way out for me not having to discuss it for a minute because I already talked quite a bit.
Pokemon Generations is a very... It's got to still be an
It's
alpha.
a third-person Pokemon.
It is.
Oh, was this the
And it's
the
a
cel-shaded?
community.
Okay.
Yes, and it's a
okay.
community-driven
I did play
one.
this.
I think you
I
did
did play
on mine.
this. I got my ass kicked in like the first battle because I had no idea what the hell was going on.
It's fun, though.
It was fun. It
There's
was very
not
cool.
much to it yet.
But it
there's
was
a
only the
small
house.
little
Not much to it.
yeah.
There's
There's
still not
yeah
much to
no. There's a small little area you can run around. There's maybe 5 different Pokemon running around.
More than that now.
More than
more,
that now.
more
yeah.
Pokemon. Okay.
Yeah.
There's probably like, say, 10.
Okay. Yeah.
I got, well, no.
So-
About 7 or 8. Because
Yeah.
I got 5 of them, and there was about 3 of them that I killed, and then there was no more.
Yeah. So basically, it's a third-person Pokemon game that's community-driven, and it's very promising. I think it looks good for what they have going on, and
It's just
I went
feels
to
like
the
a
forum-
tech demo, though. Like,
but I went to the forums and the community that is surrounding the game and providing models and designs. Like, there's just like a few threads where people are like, hey, here's a model I made of such and such Pokemon based on the list that somebody else posted that which Pokemon are needed and which towns need to be designed, and people are providing layouts. And the fact that the community is around it is really interesting and really promising. And the fact that they have a working demo is interesting too. And it's playable, and
it's playable in the sense that, yes, there's a lot of promise for it.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, it needs a lot of work. but
Absolutely.
it feels like a gimped version of. I haven't played the new WoW, like, because WoW has Pokemon.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I haven't played the new WoW Pokemon, but it's
Battle Pets, yeah.
Battle Pets. It's along
Yeah.
that same esque.
Yeah.
I would assume.
So this just got a new minor update a few days ago. It's basically it adds evolution, it adds Nidorino, and I think Nidorino, and you can evolve those guys now once they hit level 6. See how that works.
Getting to them evolve like requires you playing multiplayer.
No, it requires you battling against the
Single player?
the environment Pokemon.
Holy crap! They don't respawn. They just like you have to
Yeah.
like.
That's
you have
why
to
it's
either,
still
play the
very-
Pokemon or die.
Yeah.
And then you barely but playing against another person you can gain the experience. It's fun. I mean, it would be a really fun LAN party game. Speaking of LAN parties, it is winter.
It's been way too long.
I think it's time.
It's been like at least 6 months.
It has been at least 6 months. So I think it's about time for another LAN. I got a new monitors and a new video card. So
Something
show
to
it off
celebrate.
to everyone.
I need to show it off to everybody. Be like, hey, look at that. Look at that.
Hey,
Can
look
yours
at my
do
monitor.
that?
Hey, look at my monitors. That's 3 of them. There's 3 of
There's
them there.
3 of those things.
They're all
and look, they work together.
They're all on the same video card and they all work together. It's amazing, right?
Technology.
When we play Battlefield in front of you, watch.
Watch me play Battlefield.
Wait. BioShock Infinite. Watch BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, so we're going to have another LAN party.
Good. We need it.
But the games that we're going to play, that would be, I think that would be a good one. I kind of want to play a RTS game. And there's been, actually, there was one I was reading about the other night. I think it's called like Planetary Annihilation or something like that. All these like, oh man, this is like the greatest thing since Homeworld. You can battle multiple planetaries. You can battle multiple planetaries at once.
Planetaries. Well, let's move on. How about Gran Turismo 6 microtransactions?
Oh man, so it's
That was a bit of a dilemma.
It's too funny. Everybody's bitching about
But nobody said anything about Forza.
Well, no.
Everybody's bitching.
Everybody's bitching about Forza. Yeah.
Oh.
So this is it's kind of funny, but from what I've read, the people that play without any of the assists and like have their Drivatar play, you could realistically get that car within like 3 or 4 days of straight grinding. So
It's when you take off the assist and you're not gimping yourself in the experience, you can do pretty well.
now, from that perspective, I mean, you're not taking away the ability to gain those vehicles over a huge time sink. Like, I think some of the criticism that came from Forza, and I don't know if this is true or not, but it's just like one of the things that stuck in my mind when I read it. Like Total Biscuit or somebody was like bitching about it, and they were saying that it would take 2 years of the non-assisted grinding. So like if you were playing it on easy mode, casual mode, to get one of the high-end cars that cost $70, or I think the high-end car in Forza was like $70. Like,
7 million in-game credits is
but
it's 40 pounds.
okay, but Gran Turismo was more expensive for the highest end car. It was like I think the highest I saw was 119 pounds actually.
I didn't see that.
Which is like I don't know, McLaren or whatever. It was like the highest end car you could imagine was 119 pounds. So I'm not one of those people that like. We'll talk about this with Battlefield, but those are maps. They're not like a certain, like, it wouldn't be like I bought a weapon to use that was like $119 weapon, But there's some people that don't want to spend the time to do it, and those are who they're marketing to, and those people, for whatever reason, have the money and are buying them.
They'd be more than willing to pay for it.
I mean, all they have to do is I mean, from a developer's perspective, they're just like, so I just have to make this weapon, and like some guy's gonna spend $119 to get it. I guess you can say the same about Star Citizen, but that's a That's a pledge. That's a pledge to the developers.
Or Battlefield 4.
Battlefield 4 is different though, because Battlefield 4 is the maps, like, and the game types, and it sucks. It does, but they did it with Battlefield 3, and you know what? I was disappointed because like every time a new thing came out in Battlefield 3 and I read about it, I was just like, oh yeah, I want to play that, and then it would be like, oh, it's not out for you because you didn't buy the expansion. So I ended up buying 3 of the 5 expansions, which cost me $45 for Battlefield 3. I bought Endgame, Armored Kill, and another one because I wanted to play the map. They had Tank Superiority in 1, and then they had Air Superiority and Air Superiority, and they had Capture the Flag. And I was like, that's awesome. And it was a year after I bought Battlefield 3. So, I mean, premium sucks. Yeah, you're right. You're paying $110 for the game if you buy premium and the game straight out. But if you like decide later, like a year from now, you're like, well, you know, I haven't paid for Battlefield in a while, and I don't have these expansions, but you know, like we're on this server that has all the expansions, and like I want to play with all my friends, so now I have to get all the expansions, and that's going to cost me $65. So, do you pay $50 now, or do you like?
Yeah, take that perspective.
But I'm also making the commitment to say that I'm going to be playing Battlefield for the rest of the year too.
Probably. And for you, it's probably a sound investment. Like that's how you want to play a lot of Battlefield. That's fine, and you want to play all the new stuff that comes out. That's fine. It's a good investment. It's a good game. It's a lot of playtime. A lot of expansion, a lot of stuff to play. But for me, my perspective is I'm probably not going to play as much. And just because I want to play like a few of the maps a couple times, like I'm not going to pay them either $110 or $60 plus an expansion, you know?
Well, I think it sucks that it is pretty much an update. And I'm hoping that Battlefield has never been.
And like, how long has it been since the game came out?
2 years.
No, Battlefield 4.
Oh,
and the new ones.
Battlefield
4 has been out for like 2 months.
Everybody got China Rising.
No. Anyone who got the digital deluxe got China Rising.
So
regular edition did not.
How much is regular edition?
$50.
So instead of $60. But the thing is I mean, a normal price for a game, $60 for a AAA game. $60. Honestly, so
$60 and that's it.
Yeah, and the amount of maps that came, it sucks. I can't justify it, especially with like.
It's like when Left 4 Dead 2 came out.
But though that's how all the DLC has been in the past few years. You can't you can't blight
Digital Deluxe
Battlefield
70.
4. Oh, it's 70. Well, maybe at the time it was 60 when I got it. The Payday DLC. Did you pay for the Payday DLC?
Yeah.
Like, that's just how it is nowadays.
Right, but you know, when you paid for it, everybody got access to it on the same day. There's none of this bullshit where premium users get it a week before. Well, fuck you, because my friend's now going to be playing on premium and I can't do shit for a week because
you play other games.
Well, I do play other games.
It sucks.
But that's the thing. I'm just going to go off and I'm going to play another game. Fuck them.
They shouldn't split the community like that.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's, you know, I understand Xbox players get it for, a week earlier.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's a platform. Mm-hmm. That's a whole community. When you're now singling out people that just paid you $50 more, fuck you.
Well, they paid $50 for all of the expansions.
Exactly. But I've pre-ordered this expansion. I pre-ordered the fucking game.
Yeah.
I had enough faith to say, I'm going to play this, plus I'm going to play this expansion content. But now to have it say that, we're only going to give it to the people that...
Because somebody else paid $50 instead of $15 for the individual expansion. You both paid almost the same amount of money. In fact, you paid less for the expansion. You paid less for the expansion than he did, and you get it before him. That's
exactly.
bullshit.
I paid more,
so I feel completely pissed on.
I'm a Premium Plus member, buddy. And the Premium Plus advantage is playing the expansion early.
It's the same thing that
Yeah.
fucking Premium Plus airline mile
Absolutely.
users get to board
That's
first on a
how
plane.
it is. And it's shitty. Like it's I hate it that it like splits the community. Now you guys can't play the cool new jet levels with me. I'm like earlier I was just like, Rob, you want to play the new jet level? Let's like fucking learn how to fly jets. And he's like, I can't play this until next week.
Yeah.
It's just like, well,
Fuck.
look at me play jets.
Yeah.
It's just,
So
I agree.
what I chalk this all up to is the gaming industry is learning how other markets work, such as Premium Plus members for mileage or for airlines or for whatever. They're starting to realize little intricacies about their users and their purchasers.
The thing
And
is
some people will pay more, and you can
I
use
didn't pay
little
more.
tiny things
Jay
like that.
will buy every single expansion. Like,
No, I'm not going to buy them outright. I'll buy the premium first.
but still, that's the thing. Like if you think about it down the line, like either way, like if you're gonna commit to it, like I just committed to it early, and it's. I think the worst thing about it is probably the biggest point that you're bringing up is that they're splitting the community.
Yeah.
You brought that up.
More than anything.
Yeah.
It's not so much that I paid more. I get fucking extra XP, so I level up faster, and double more. Like that's fine. Like I'm happy. I get more gold boxes, so I get a little bit more skin.
So
faster.
they're
I'm fine with
realizing
that. I don't care about like I hate the fact that the community split. I'd rather have it like I paid $50 because I want all the expansions for a cheaper price than paying for each one individually.
Plus this added bonus of getting your packs and getting every the bonus experience and whatever.
Yeah,
I'm fine with you getting those extra perks
Yeah.
because you paid that.
But splitting the community,
It's fucking bullshit.
it is bullshit. Now everybody else is discouraged from playing Battlefield because like I don't notice because I have premium, but all the servers are China servers. Well, I mean, China Rising servers, not China servers.
So I mean, while we're on the subject of Battlefield, they're going to be
set the
dropped
rating
this
down
or-
to 4.5.
Right.
But that was for the Xbox and the PS4 version.
They didn't say anything about the PC yet.
They mentioned that they were going to review the PS or they're going to review the PC version again. And go ahead. And then figure out like because there's a patch coming out, they want to like determine after the patch what they get out of it.
Now they also said that they're going to be fixing it, taking care of bugs before any other DLC drops. Good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, but they got enough time. We're not going to see DLC for a while.
Moments in Battlefield.
There definitely are.
But there's so many just like epic moments that I can forgive it. Like, dude, when you're fucking like in the middle of a jet fight, you take out like a helicopter, and then you're like your shit's going down, and then you escape just in time to land right in front of an APC, take out your RPG and destroy the no, those moments can't happen in any other video game. They happen all the time at Battlefield. So it's the worst love-hate relationship that's like
somebody
ever
other
come
than
out of a
EA
video
would
game
make it.
franchise. I mean, because DICE is so good.
DICE is amazing.
DICE is fantastic.
great as a developer.
Yeah, and they've
EA
always
is shitty.
EA's like the creepy old uncle that's like,
no, you can't have mods for the
Yeah.
game anymore.
No.
No, you have to use a browser.
you have to make us mods, but we're gonna put them under our control.
Yeah.
So dirty.
Every 4 maps is $15.
I wish whoever's listening to this could see Cody's hands movements while
Giving
he's
him
doing
like
this.
a
A
creepy
dirty
back
back
massage.
massage.
Dirty back massage.
It's okay, Dice. We love you.
But seeing
Look
it
at
on,
all our
being-
money.
Seeing it on iFinity, it looked really cool. Seeing it on your 3 screens, the field of view was
Yes,
amazing.
so, yes, we talked about my 3 screens, but iFinity, dude, it's fucking like, I don't know, like I'll have you sit down and play because
Okay.
you don't
when you're
notice-
focusing there, the peripherals are.
they're there. Like
Yeah.
you still, but you don't notice it until you look at it. Then you look at it and you're just like, what the fuck? I'm seeing all this. I don't know. It's fun.
Star Wars: The Old Republic ship battles now went live for subscribers.
I watched the video with the customization. I'm just unimpressed. Like I don't fucking care because there's stupid arcadey ships that like, oh yeah, you get to go and you get to blow yourself.
Oh,
up.
they're totally arcadey.
It's just like
Absolutely
but
arcadey.
have you played it yet?
Yeah,
What do you think?
I kind of enjoyed it. The controls are a little counterintuitive. Did you play it?
Subscribe just for it.
No, I've been subscribed for a while. Like I hop on and off, and I play.
Plays all the MMOs.
I still play
I still play
quite a few.
I used to play Star Wars all the time as well, and I thought I was the only one.
What? Like secretly?
Yeah, well, not secretly, but I
No,
haven't
he was
played
playing for a
long
while. I
time,
remember
but-
him playing.
I mean, I have fully geared character after all the new content.
Oh, see, I haven't gotten that far yet.
Really?
Yeah.
You still have an account?
Yeah, I still have a 90.
Are you serious?
No,
as
it's-
well, on WoW
Wow.
too. That's fully geared out.
Hell. When do you find time to play these games?
To be honest, like when it first comes out, I have to play them. And I have to see and I go as fast as I can to get to like the maximum level, and then I just start instance grinding. And right about when you go into like hardcore progressive rating, I quit. And it's like, yeah, no, I did all the work, but I got to see none of the content.
Well, okay. We'll talk later. I'm not thinking about going back to WoW.
No,
I'm not thinking.
not even for Warlords of Draenor.
I'm
The
not
fact
thinking
that you
about
say that,
Oh.
you're thinking it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
are thinking. Deep down, you're just like, I could do it.
It's
I mean,
gnawing at me. It's been gnawing at me for weeks. Fucking Creed, like fucking Inception.
It is.
Inceptioned it into me.
I'm still
It's
playing.
been inceptioned into me too, slightly. Not as deep as you.
What?
Even Sean said
You want to
something
talk
to me.
about Final
It's a-
Fantasy?
it's
Come
a pretty
here.
cool game.
Come here and tell your story. Come here and tell your story about why you quit the Final Fantasy.
Yes, I want to hear this.
More of a personal story.
That's fine. Fine. Come.
It's just me, us.
I'm
and
talking
the
about
UK.
MMOs.
I gotta go.
I know. It's okay. You're a crazy lady.
They can't see that.
Okay, so what happened with Final Fantasy? What was the drama that occurred that
She was
caused?
a raider. She was like
She was full on.
Like,
Yeah.
She raided 2 or 3 nights a week for like 7 hours a piece.
That's not true.
It was
was-
like
I-
4,
it
but
was-
3 of it was
Yeah.
spent farming
3
consumables.
And she was in a guild of
What used to be hardcore WoW raiders that were somewhat reputable, apparently, in another life. I didn't see that side of them.
So, what did you think of raiding?
Well, I think the main thing that brings everybody to Final Fantasy is just that it's actually challenging, whereas most recent MMOs like WoW and Star Wars didn't really have anything that was too thought-provoking. You know,
That's
a 10-year-old
horse shit. We couldn't get around those fucking orbs.
Shay, you sucked. But,
But-
you know.
No, it wasn't just me. And I was fine on my DPS. You can go to hell.
The Final Fantasy, the boss fights, the raids, I mean, there were ones that
Hard
before
mode.
you can even get to a raid, you have to complete this line of quests, one of which pretty much everyone has to pay somebody a massive amount of money to run them through it because they're not capable of downing it themselves.
Sounds like getting attuned to it next year.
Okay, yeah. So she needed to get an item or finish her quest, and she couldn't get her guild to do it because it was too hard. So,
Yeah, we tried for like 4 or 5 hours wiping.
so they had to pay another guild to run her through to get the item so they
Well,
could
and they
run.
had all paid
they
to
could raid.
get themselves run through
Because
also.
they couldn't do it either. It's Japanese hard.
Yeah, well, and the strategies,
Japanese
like when I
side.
read them, I can't even remember the strategy till the time of the fight, much less figure it out on my own. And they're kind of mind-blowing, but that's exciting, and I think that's why everyone plays, but that's about the only exciting thing in the entire game, and that's the big problem.
And is that what killed your desire to continue playing, or was it the guild itself, or?
Well, I mean, once I got max level and I got all the pretty things, I pretty much lost interest in signing in, because, I mean, that's just kind of how I am.
Well, I'm
but-
taken care of. You guys.
But I think
That's what Robbie
Go
just
to
said.
hell.
Robbie was just like,
Yeah.
I got fully geared in dungeon stuff, and
But
then
the
I was
game
just like,
was
I'm done.
ruined after the first month because, you know, everyone was first leveling up to max level and they were having a good time, but then as soon as the majority of people got to max level, they just started grinding out all of these alt classes, but, you know, you've already done all the quests, so really you're just grinding, and everyone's just
Okay.
completely tuned out at that
For
point.
clarification, Final Fantasy, when you have one class, right? And
You have
with
one
your
you have
one
one character.
and with your same character, you start at a lower level to level up another class on that same character. So you can have multiple classes on the same
And
character.
they're more like jobs.
Okay, whatever. But
So
still-
yeah,
but
I can learn a multitude of jobs instead of ever rolling another character. I just keep my one character. So, the people that have already hit 50 and are just trying to get more things to 50, they don't talk in dungeons. They're dicks. They yell at anyone if you screw up at all, and it's just the environment's not very fun. The first month was great, but after that, everyone pretty much much turned into bitter
But
assholes.
It
that's
lost
how
its
it usually
glow.
becomes.
And that's how
like,
WoW
with any
is. But that's
MMO,
that's why I
exactly.
love Final Fantasy is that it wasn't that way, but it was just a matter of time before it came that way.
That's how it is with any new content, though. Everyone's like, "This is so awesome! Oh, how do you do this?" And then once the information's out there, everyone's like, "You're an idiot for not knowing this." I mean, I'm sorry that you couldn't buy the game a week earlier, but you're an idiot now.
How do I get back to my hometown? How do you not know this?
Exactly.
I was kind of over the game, but I still enjoyed raiding. But then, I don't know. I guess I just kind of gave up on raiding once we had some drama in the guild. Because basically, everyone had a really hard time on bosses. We got stuck for a really long time, but the kind of people I was with were the kinds that didn't want to take any responsibility. So it was just name blaming and everyone talking trash behind each other's back, but not actually progressing. And I think most people would quit in that environment.
There should be like an MMO soap opera.
Absolutely.
Well, there always
It
is.
was
It's called
dramatic. There were
a
a lot
guild.
of
The guild.
Angry
the,
phone
the guild
calls.
is kind of it's kind of inside and out. It's more outside. They kind of went away from just inner guild drama. So
It went down with a pretty brutal fight. I gotta say, I got a little bit butthurt about all the insults and might have thrown out some death threats. And then several people quit, and it all just started going downhill. Yank the tablecloth off.
and that is
Yeah.
and as the MMO world turns,
These are the days of
as Azeroth
The days of Azeroth.
as Azeroth turns. Well, thank you, love.
Thank you. Video
Video Game Expo Video Awards.
Yeah,
VGX. Okay,
we have
so
an hour
this
until they start,
This is the Spike Video Game Awards have been renamed to VGX.
which I'm gonna get food beforehand because I'm fucking starving.
Okay. Okay. Yeah,
But
in and out.
they start in about an hour. Have you guys seen this Steam store page with
Yeah.
Yes.
the information? Okay. Now
I was thinking about picking up Metro.
a lot of
Anybody know anything?
people,
Anybody played it?
No, those that have played it, I played the first one, and
Did
it was pretty good. It was a different kind of shooter. You don't run and gun at
Okay.
all. You got to conserve your
I got you.
I like
your
those.
resources.
I like those too.
I
So
do not.
and I didn't at first. It took me a long time
I
to
like
finally get
having
the
too
hang of it.
many bullets.
Yeah, I like filling people with lead.
Yep. Running and shooting is my game.
Yeah.
So if you really like that kind of content, I would recommend it.
So these games are on sale for another 8 hours, it looks like.
Yeah, until the end of today, pretty much.
And the actual awards go on in 40 minutes.
Yeah, and they're live streaming on Steam too, so we'll probably watch those. The only one that I really wanted to get was probably Brothers.
You should get the F1.
Yeah, maybe. Well, maybe okay. If it works with the Rift or if it works with the Affinity, I will. So let's see. What do you?
Now
Well,
my
next
issues.
Week, next week we're gonna do Game of the Year.
We are-
Our own Game of the Year. So this.
So how do you feel about Gone Home getting thrown up for some
Dude,
of these?
okay, no, that's the thing. Like, I'm telling you, like everybody was just like, it's like if you read the reviews, it has like a fucking higher score than Portal 2 on Metacritic, and it's just like it's fucking mind blowing. I mean, I get it. Yes, like thinking back on that game, I remember it's like remembering a night in my life. And from a story perspective, that's pretty cool. But I don't care if I don't have a lesbian sister, okay? And that's not what I play video games for. I play video games to get scared by ghosts, which is what I was expecting, and that's not what I did get. I mean, that's what I did not get.
So here's my biggest gripe. My biggest gripe coming from all of these are the best Xbox games: BioShock Infinite, Brothers of Tale 2 Sons, Grand Theft Auto 5, and Tomb Raider. All multi-platform games. What makes them better on Xbox?
That's true.
Why not look at the Xbox exclusives for the year? Granted, there's only been 3.
Was there only
There were
three?
only 3 for 2013.
Damn.
But why not at least, if you couldn't incorporate an exclusive, maybe something from the indie store?
What were the exclusives?
I'd have to look them
Forza?
up. No, Forza was 2012.
That's true.
And the other one's Xbox One.
And yeah, the
So
other's Xbox One, and there
360
haven't been enough for that kind of category.
exclusives. 2013. That's interesting. Has there really only been 3?
According to the Wikipedia, yeah, there were only 3 listed. I mean, there was like a Connect one, maybe. I guess I don't know.
But Connect didn't have anything. It needs a killer app. It does. Talked about this
So-
before, but
And the same thing with PlayStation. PlayStation had Grand Theft Auto 5, Rayman, Tomb Raider, and then The Last of Us. The Last of Us was a solid exclusive. Could have added Between Two Souls in there. That was a not as solid exclusive.
Maybe it's just like best experience because like I guess from a let's say you put Call of Duty on there from a multiplayer experience, like what was you could do that. Yes, what was the better game? But that's comparing the game, on that game's merits, not comparing like what was the best. Oh, I don't know. I guess it could go either way.
Well, along with that, even with best PC game, we have Battlefield 4, Gone Home, Papers, Please, and Stanley Parable. So I'm excited to see Stanley.
Please.
I was thinking about getting that.
Okay, so paper. Do you guys know what it's about?
Yeah.
So you basically
bad.
are
Summaries.
you are a border agent, and you look at passports, and you decide whether or not they are able to move on, or they're gonna get fucking cavity searched. Pretty much.
That's it.
That's it. That's the game.
The artwork does not show that at all.
Here, look at the preview. You're looking at bad artwork of
Passports.
passports and people's faces.
And then rejected.
Papers, please. Glory to our Roy
Papers,
Strelka.
please. I actually had papers, please.
Denied.
From the German, secret police, when we were going from Switzerland to Germany, they were going up on our train and papers, please.
Oh, somebody just hopped the border. Catch that dude.
So, did you get the 360 exclusives
They're
for
gonna shoot
2013?
him.
I can't find them.
Oh, I didn't pull them up yet. No.
He threw a bomb.
Best DLC is listing as Tiny Tina, or Knife of Dunwall, Blood Dragon, or Citadel.
Okay. Wait, Blood Dragon's considered a DLC?
They're considering that DLC.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
It was always considered DLC.
Well, I think it was
No,
$20.
It could have been purchased standalone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
It was purchased standalone.
But
it was
but
like,
I would consider DLC. That's the thing. That DLC is
downloadable content.
exactly like you need the original game to be able
That's
to play that.
true. Okay.
I would
fair
have
enough.
expected maybe Burial at Sea. That maybe
Was that not on there?
no.
Really?
Yeah.
It was probably too late.
Well, I don't know what the submission deadline would have been.
Man,
I mean, it's still
that
within
was so
2013.
good though.
It was.
It was.
The
I
ending.
haven't played it yet.
The ending. That ending.
I
though.
saw the ending.
You saw the beginning. You saw like
saw-
some of the combat, and then you
yeah.
saw the ending. That ending. It was, and like thinking about Game of the Year. So this was Dishonored. Did Dishonored come out this year? Was it the beginning of the year?
No, but
I know,
that
but
did.
the DLC did.
I didn't play any of the DLC. I heard it's really good though.
I bought it. I still haven't played it.
I think I might have gotten it. I haven't played it yet.
Seeing as it's nominated, I should probably play it.
It's nominated for Game of the Year.
Yeah.
That's craziness.
Is it really?
Yeah, it was up
The
there.
Knife of Dunwall.
Yeah, it was up there. That's
No, it's not on Game of the Year. Game of the Year, they have BioShock Infinite, Grand Theft Auto 5, Super Mario 3D, The Last of Us, or Tomb Raider.
Are we doing predictions?
We are. After I look up the three,
Tomb Raider is excellent.
Tomb Raider was really good.
But it wasn't
was
Game of the
really
Year.
good. It wasn't Game of the Year.
It was excellent.
It used what I liked is it used tessellation.
Grand Theft Auto,
Bioshock.
BioShock Infinite.
Yes.
Like playing that game again, he played it yesterday. Dude, it's so polished. It's just
Beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's just like when
A
you
little
play.
bit boring. Like
No.
No, man.
boring. So
Like,
I played
No.
it.
have you beat the game?
Infinite?
No, not beat.
You need to play the entire
Needs to
game.
Read the story.
You need
it's a story.
it's this like this
Yeah,
the story is
it's
about
like a
discovery.
And you need to put it on hard
kind
mode.
of,
Yeah, you need to play it on.
Jaunt through the park is what it feels like. with
No.
Did
You-
you,
you
put
gotta
it
get
on
farther.
hard mode
You got-
or 1989?
No,
whatever
1999 mode.
1999.
You got to play it on hard mode.
on normal.
No, you need to play it on hard mode, but it's like I like the environment. For me, it's the quality of the art direction over graphics, and obviously BioShock Infinite has excellent graphics, but the art direction in that game is nothing comes close to it. As like
It
it's
looks pretty.
it's
I know. It does.
it's not just that it looks pretty. It's just everything like Grand Theft Auto, you could say looks pretty.
no
Battlefield 4
Battlefield 4 looks prettier.
but BioShock Infinite, like I've never spent so much time in a video game just taking screenshots of just shit that was just like where I like lined up the camera in like a perfect angle and it's not the graphics that I'm taking pictures of. It's
the art
It's
direction.
the art direction, and it's like what they did to that world. Like I really felt like that was a world that I was in.
I know, but it's lost on some players. I mean, they just,
I hear you there. Like there's some players that
Turn
are just like
it on hard mode.
play it on hard mode for one, but the part of have you played the original BioShocks?
yes,
The first one, and you beat it.
Yes. Only the first.
But that's
all
remember
you
that
needed. The
feeling
second one's
at
all
the,
I
remember
agree.
the feeling at the end where you had that huge reveal. BioShock Infinite has that same type of feeling, and like there's never been a game where I've been just, or there has been games, but like BioShock was the only one this year where I was just like after the story was like at its like either its conclusion or at its highest point where I had to take a step back and just be like, fuck, what is going on? This is crazy. Like, oh my god. Like, it was the only story out of this year that really took me away.
I've never taken more screenshots in a game.
I'm never taking more screenshots in a game.
So the 3 exclusives that we got this year were Gears of War.
That was the one that was without the dude that ran Epic.
Sure.
That's a big deal. Like
Okay.
the dude that was the main dude, Clint. What was his name? The main dude that was behind Epic and Gears of War wasn't part of that Gears of War, and it sucked because of it.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I fell off the Gears of War wagon a while ago. State of Decay, which was, I guess, a survival game.
Oh yeah.
And Fable Anniversary
Wow, that's dismal.
for exclusives.
Dismal for exclusives, especially compared to the PlayStation. The Last of Us.
Between Two Souls.
Tomb Raider.
I didn't. Did you play Between?
Tomb Raider's. Well, yeah.
Tomb Raider wasn't exclusive.
I
though.
finished Between Two Souls. It was okay.
But
I
The Last
wasn't.
of Us. Did you play The Last of Us?
No, I didn't, and I wanted to. I don't know.
Why?
Because I only had the PlayStation for so long.
That was the one game that you should have played,
I know.
and you played Beyond Two Souls.
Yes. Beyond Two Souls was recent at the time. It was. I can get through this quickly.
You need to stop everything you're doing.
With what PlayStation?
Bird has a PlayStation.
No, he doesn't.
He sold it?
Yes.
Oh. That sucks, man. I really like The Last of Us.
I heard it got great reviews, and I still want to play it, and it hasn't been completely spoiled for me yet.
It felt like a
so
that
I
was
will.
another, that was
I
another
will.
game. That was another game.
When we
It's
get
another
backward compatibility.
story-driven kind of.
You
I
watched
watched
most-
almost
you watched
that whole game.
Most of the entire game. It was another one of those. I would honestly, I could put BioShock Infinite at the same level, or excuse me, I could put Last of Us at the same level as BioShock Infinite if it was on my computer. It's just that there was a certain. I mean, I don't know. The graphics weren't as good as they could have been, and I could tell that it was like it was PS3 to me is last generation.
It is.
And
And that feels like it to me.
It's been for a while, but even when playing Last of Us, it was. But the story, it was so story driven. It was so emotional, and the ending of that game was also fantastic.
So,
Because it made you think, it made you stop and just like wow. Like I've only had that moment in books and a few movies and a few video games, maybe like 4 or 5 video games. The Last of Us and BioShock Infinite is in that group. So
Okay.
for whoever's deciding between the two of those, those are the we'll do Game of the Year next year.
well,
for
we're
sure.
next week.
Yeah,
Next week.
next
So-
year. Next year, buddy.
Next year. Okay. So the best fighting games listed this year for them are Dive Kick, Injustice Gods Among Us, Killer Instinct, and Tekken Revolution.
What's Dive Kick?
You literally just dive kick, like where you jump up and kick, jump up and kick, jump up and kick, jump up and kick.
Bullshit move that people do.
That I do, like, all the time, yeah.
That's your move.
That's my move.
Yes.
Yes,
So they made a game for you.
you made a game completely for me. It looks flashy, like a Flash game.
Have you played Killer Instinct?
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it felt too technical for a fighting game for me.
I like. I think my favorite thing about Killer Instinct, other than the announcer, because the announcer is awesome. But like there was moments in that game where I felt like if you got a good combo going, you could easily recover from having a low amount of health. In Injustice and even Marvel vs. Capcom, like I feel like once you're low, like Marvel vs. Capcom.
I haven't felt that with Injustice. I've had a lot of comebacks in Injustice to the point where if I've gotten low and then I get a good combo off, I can usually hold them to the point where I may have a chance at that.
But you can have like one hit in Injustice do like so much damage.
Absolutely.
But with or you can like if you're playing with the actual like items within the level, you can do shitloads of damage, like half their bar. With this, there's no one move. I mean, you have to do a huge combo to be able to do a huge chunk of damage to a person. So, I mean, if you're like really low, I feel like you can have the opportunity to come back.
Okay.
So,
who do you think is going to take the fighting game? I think it'll be Injustice.
probably be Injustice.
Injustice had a lot of hype this year.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, it did. It was a fun game too. I mean, like the throwback to the environmentals where you're like when you're on the edge of the map and you can like throw them off and like they change the level to like Mortal Kombat style. That was really cool.
That was awesome.
It was like
it
a mix.
was a great feature.
Here's another one we can talk about real quick. The best song in a game. We have ADHD performed by...
Already done. BioShock Infinite.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm
Gotta
thinking.
It's not in there?
No, it is. It is.
That's-
it is.
that's done.
Will the Circle Be Undone is in there.
Oh, no, not that one.
Which one?
The quartet.
Oh, yeah,
That was
one's
that
great,
was my favorite.
God
The
only
Beach
knows.
Boys.
Yeah,
That was my favorite
God
moment
only
of a
knows.
song in a video game.
Will the Circle Be
No.
Unbroken is up there too.
it was up there.
It
Clint
plays a
Mansell's-
big
Clint
part.
Mansell's in the in Mass Effect 3 too. His score in Mass Effect 3 was really really good. But
He didn't
What
get
are our
any-
other options here?
yeah,
So we got ADHD by Kendrick Lamar for Grand Theft Auto. We have Sleepwalking performed by the Chain Gang in 1974 in Grand Theft Auto. And we also have Survival from Eminem in Call of Duty Ghosts. So three
Bullshit.
completely
BioShock
licensed
Infinite.
songs and a hymnal.
BioShock
actually,
Infinite.
I don't agree with those two songs in Grand Theft Auto, but Grand Theft Auto had a lot of cool moments with music, and I think the best one though was when Trevor was taking back his Stockholm Syndrome wife friend. Do you remember? And it was the Boston song that was like. You guys know what? Okay, the Mexican lady that like Trevor fell in love with, and when he's taking
yes.
him, what was the song? He's taking him back in.
I know what you're talking about, but yes, I
But
remember that moment.
but that's the thing. Like
There were times when
there
the
were-
music queued up and it fit exactly with.
Grand Theft Auto probably had.
It used its music well.
It used.
It
I
really did.
can't remember the moment when they used that song, the Kendrick Lamar song. What was the other one?
The Chain Gang, Survival. Or no, Sleepwalking. Sorry.
What's that one?
Sleepwalking by the Chain Gang.
See, I don't remember those moments.
Yeah. Survival is the Eminem song. But I think BioShock will take that. I hope BioShock will take
With
that.
the circle goes unbroken.
Yeah.
With the guitar scene.
Well, that was the guitar scene, but even in the credits, it was
Yeah,
where they
in the
played
beginning.
it together.
In the beginning, when you
You hear it too.
Oh, that's true.
Well, you hear it with the
when you're in the water in the
Yeah.
very beginning,
You're
it's,
listening to.
it's really
but it's like the prayer type.
yeah, exactly.
So him versus 3 licensed songs. Let's go with the hymn.
I think the hymn's gonna win.
I hope so. I mean, BioShock, honestly, out of music in the game, BioShock Infinite, like the God Only Knows was one of my favorite moments. You walk up and you just see like what has that ever happened in a video game where you just see like a quartet for a licensed song from 30 years ago.
See, no,
and
I
be
like that.
displayed for 3 to 4 minutes throughout the entire. That's never happened. In a game.
I liked listening to Cyndi Lauper as I went across the beach scene.
Oh, and
With Girls Just Want to Have Fun, and
What
she
about-
dances with you.
what about Battlefield 4? The intro to Battlefield 4 with what was the fucking.
I didn't play the single player. I haven't seen the intro.
You haven't played the single player yet?
Dude, really?
What have you done?
I know. I'm the person that normally plays every single player. But no, I haven't played a single player for Battlefield 4 because I heard just horrendous things about it.
It's terrible, but you know what? It's still
Total
fun.
Eclipse of the Sun.
Yeah, Total
Oh,
Eclipse.
was it Total Eclipse?
That's
Okay.
what it starts
All right,
with.
all right, I'm playing
That's
that
what
now.
it starts with.
Done.
That's what it starts
Absolutely,
with.
just done. I'm in.
Um,
Finally, Oh, I don't know. I think the last thing is their game of the year is going to be BioShock Infinite and Grand Theft Auto, Super Mario, Last of Us, or Tomb Raider. Who do you think is going to take that?
I hope Bioshock.
I'd say Bioshock or The Last of Us.
Last of Us was excellent. Yeah, I would like Last of Us.
I'd have to say either BioShock or Grand Theft Auto.
It's probably going to be Grand Theft Auto.
I think Grand Theft Auto might.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Grand
Amid
Theft Auto.
its launch problems and its multiplayer problems, it launched with a solid single player.
It was, you know,
An extremely solid single
it made
player.
the most money. So
Yeah, made like $1 billion.
everybody bought that game, and nobody said it was like, this is a game, this is a shitty game.
Yeah.
No one said that. It was Rockstar's greatest hits. It was everything they've done good in the past 10 years put into one video game. It may have been bits of pizzas. It wasn't like a whole package. Like you didn't get all of the great mini games. You didn't get like poker, like from Red Dead Redemption and stuff like that. But
It doesn't matter.
you
It was
didn't
a
fully-
complete
But you got
game.
enough, and they
But you
said they're going to
got-
continue to add to it.
Exactly, and so,
So-
I'm curious what they're gonna do to add to it. But it was quite a good game.
So next week we're gonna come back. Oh,
Well,
do we have anything else that we
can
want to
talk
talk about?
about times top.
You know what I
games.
saw today actually was the Survivor 2299 or whatever that website is.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
fake.
hoax.
Yeah.
Hoax. Oh,
Not
total hoax.
really anymore. I thought I was excited.
All right,
I,
so
thought
I
there
was
gonna
hoping.
be a
We
new
can talk
Fallout
about
game.
times top games.
It's fine. What's time stop? See.
Number 10, Skylanders Swap Force.
Wow.
What?
That one made a buttload of money, and it's pretty big. I want the Disney Infinity, but I want it on next gen.
Number 9,
I'm not gonna get it. Go on.
you're not gonna get it.
No, they're gonna wait for Infinity 2. I guarantee you.
So you are gonna get it.
Oh, well, I'll get Infinity 2. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they just came out. If you get Buzz Lightyear, you can now get the Claw game from the first movie, where like you pick up the green dudes. Come on, man.
We're talking about like paying extra money for stupid shit,
That's exact. I know.
and we're talking about spending extra money for like getting a certain character, getting a certain
Right.
gun.
But everybody
So
gets.
you're gonna spend.
But everybody gets that
$10 to
character.
get the Buzz Lightyear.
Everybody gets that character at the same fucking time, regardless of platform.
All right,
Number 9.
Far Cry Blood Dragon.
Number 8.
I feel like it's getting a little overrated. It was good. It was fun, and
Okay,
it was
you know,
funny.
It was good. It was good. It was even better after watching Con Air.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Like, and like, I haven't watched a fucking stupid 90s action film in a long time, and Con Air is like the epitome of stupid 90s action films.
It's
And
the best movie ever.
it's
I don't know what you're talking about.
Face Off.
no, dude, Con Air is way better than Face Off.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. I enjoy Face Off though.
No, actually, Face Off is a better movie, but Con Air, as far as like
Stupidity goes.
the cheese
Yeah,
factor,
I agree.
the dude jumps on
All
a
right, all right, who
motorcycle.
else?
Number 8 was Bioshock Infinite. It's kind of
Wow.
sad to
Yeah,
see that at
way
number
down
8.
there.
Yeah.
Like,
Beat out by number 7 at Pikmin. Pikmin beat Bioshock Infinite.
yeah, but you know,
Pikmin's
I've
good,
never
though.
played Pikmin, so
I've
I
played
can't
Parts
diss
of it.
Bert
And
sunk a lot of time in it in the
I
first
haven't
one.
played any of the Wii U stuff, so and you know I actually am really interested in playing the Wii using a Wii U. So number 6 is The Last of Us,
Yeah.
which you know kind of sucks.
5, we get Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's
That became really popular. It's been really big in the Nintendo scene. Really big.
That beat The Last of Us, really. That beat The Last
But-
of Us and Bioshock Infinite. I mean,
You
Hang
know
on,
what?
hang on. Wait till you get to the next
Number
one.
4.
I know
You wanna see
Cody's
number 4?
favorite.
Go ahead, Cody.
Gone Home. Now, let's just see what they had to talk about it. Just so we
Okay,
know.
granted, this is time.com. I mean, they have to give full appreciation to all of the platforms and probably take into consideration how many kids are playing these games.
I think I went into
They're
Gone
probably
Home
going by
with the
money,
wrong
too.
expectation, which is why I hate it so much. But like, you can't call a game Gone Home and have a creepy purple picture of a creepy house, and then have the entire game be creepy and allude to ghosts, and not have any fucking ghosts in the entire goddamn game. Like, it's not.
Okay.
Cody's
Number 3 is
upset
Pokemon.
about Gone Home.
We get Pokemon X and Y for number
It's
3.
too expensive for what it is. It's a fucking art project.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Pokemon XY at number 3. Number 2, we got Assassin's Creed Black Friday.
I
Black
really
Flag, which
want that game.
everybody keeps talking about it. It's pissing me
I
off.
know, like, 'cause I wrote off Assassin's Creed on Assassin's Creed. I'd say 2.5, 2.75. That it was like another Call of Duty, and I was just like, I'm done. I'm done with you, Call of Duties.
I played the
but
last
this game
one.
looks awesome. You played 3
I
on
played
PC?
3. No, Xbox.
Sorry, that hurt me.
Why?
Why would you play it on that?
Just because it was available on that platform at the time, and I think Bert bought it, and I just played it.
Okay.
Like it was just available to me, and
It's
I
just
got through it in a week.
Even if it was a bad port, like I looked at the graphical differences between 3 on the 360 and the PC. It's just what the fuck is like that game? The three. It was just they tried to pack too much into that last generation. And I think that's what because
if I were to buy
I got it for
this
Edie.
new one?
I got it for Edie for my roommate for Christmas. And
that's right.
And when I watched her play, I was like, "This is disgusting. Like, why would you even play this game?" Like, maybe I'm PC Master
It didn't
Race
bother me at the
just,
time.
Like,
I don't know. It totally spoiled
me.
Absolutely. I think
But-
if I got this, I'd probably go PlayStation 4 on it though.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because
You
it'll
wanna
play.
stream it?
Well, A, I could stream it. Yeah, absolutely.
You-
Absolutely. You can stream it. B, you have it actually natively 1080p. It's been patched for
It's
that.
natively fucking
Not
it'll-
on
you know,
Xbox.
It'll be
Well,
natively 5760 by 1080 on
It's
my
true.
computer.
Absolutely. For the
So-
PC, it would be higher, but for the PC, my
You
only
get
setback right
16
now.
times anti-aliasing on the PC. You only get 4 on the PS4. So you know how smooth those textures would be. You know how
I
smooth
know. I know.
I can't.
I'm just trying to get use out of my PlayStation 4.
I realize that, but I can't justify
And out of my two consoles?
the cost I spend on my PC
Between that and
to
the
not buy games for it and to buy games for the consoles unless they're exclusives. I can't. If it's multi-platform and it comes out for the PC, I'm getting Titanfall. Even though it's like Microsoft, this is gonna save the Xbox One game. I'm gonna get Titanfall for the computer because it's coming out for the computer, and I want to fucking play it on my computer.
And you can plug an Xbox controller into your computer if you want.
true.
Whoa,
That's true.
Big dilemma, right?
Yeah.
that's true.
So I mean, with games that are multi-platform, I'm gonna get them for my PC because if they're coming out for because I'm gonna have the best experience on my computer. I could play it on my TV if I wanted to.
So-
You can play it on your TV if you wanted to.
Big picture, yo.
No, that's absolutely true.
So if you want the best experience,
Now my only issue with that
your only
is
justification for getting it on the PS4 is that you want to have a game to play on your PS4.
well, then it's just a little more convenient to start the damn thing. Because playing it on the TV, when I go to Big Picture, I have to switch that TV then to my main monitor, or have Big Picture switch that TV to my main monitor via the settings, which you can do.
Trust me. Hey, so I just figured this out on my. I don't know if Nvidia has it. I'm sure they do, but you can make presets on your like graphics card settings. So like I just have for Eyefinity, right? It'd be a pain in the ass every time if I wanted to do Eyefinity to like okay, I have to go into the AMD control panel. I have to go to like set up an AMD Eyefinity control group. Oh, and then when I want to go back, I have to like go to each of my monitors and then tell each one to extend to a certain place and then like rearrange them. It would be a fucking pain in the ass to do that every time. So the, AMD has drivers that like I can assign a hotkey and I can hit Control Alt Shift F, Control Alt Shift 2 or 3. Switches between the two.
Okay.
So I mean, you might be able to do the same with yours. I'm not saying you're right. It is easier to if your PS4 is already on to just like, oh yeah.
So there's no that's just it's a slight convenience thing. You know, I want to get some more use out of my PlayStation 4. It looks better on the PlayStation 4 versus the Xbox One.
Absolutely, but it'll look better on your computer over all of them.
Completely true. Absolutely.
I can't just if my best
Now number one
experience-
on your list here is
GTA 5.
good GTA 5.
I agree with that. Like, I think if Grand Theft Auto came out for the computer, like I would have a lot more buy-in with it. It's like it's just I don't know. It's just so slow. It's not just the game, the graphics. It's so slow going in between the menus.
That
and,
is
like,
a pain.
It's like I've been turned off from using my 360 for a few years now, just because of the pain of using the menu system. Like that's, I mean, really, next gen is just fucking. You don't have to wait 15 seconds to get from one screen to the next. You wait 2 or 3 seconds to get from one screen to the next. I have a supercomputer. Why? Like, I really hope that Rockstar makes the right choice and makes puts it on the PC.
We'll see.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be. I don't know. I don't think I would get it if it came out for just Xbox One and PS4. And if we went to next gen, we had to get choose one that we were all gonna play on. Unless it was on PC again, I don't think I'd get it again.
Fair enough.
What about you?
I don't know. I would possibly consider getting it for the Xbox One, but if there's the PC port available, I would choose PC.
I would leave it open. Yeah. If it only came out for the next gen consoles, I would possibly consider it. Like if it really, it would really have to capture me because there's nothing that. Why wouldn't I want to play it on my PC? I can get mods for it to make it look at Grand Theft Auto 4 right now.
Exactly. Yeah. If there's the PC option, PC is the way I'm gonna go.
Look at Grand Theft Auto 4 right now. Like
Absolutely.
people are buying that game because they see screenshots on the internet of somebody modding it. Like they pick up the game and they buy it on a Steam sale because they saw a screenshot of it looking even better than it did when it was released.
Same thing with Skyrim.
It's absolutely the same thing with Skyrim. I mean, other than the DLC because the DLC does a lot, but. Skyrim's the same way. People see mods with it that increase the graphics, and they're like, "Well, I just got this new game, and I never got Skyrim because my computer back when it came out wasn't as good. I'm gonna buy it now because it's not gonna be like a shitty old experience. I'll have even better experience than I would have 2 years ago. You can do that with Grand Theft Auto 4. I don't know. It upsets me when games like Battlefield don't allow modding because. It's you look at games in the past it was just Half-Life 2 and Quake 3 and the big ones, but now it's turned into Grand Theft Auto 4, Skyrim, TF2 a little bit, Gary's mod I guess, but
well, I think that about does it for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next week we're gonna come back with our game of the years.
You guys got to think about it. You guys
come back with our top three.
Figure out,
but
what
we have to
mine
choose our game of the year.
What did you think Spike was going to choose? You didn't tell me. You didn't predict.
Oh, I didn't. I Grand Theft Auto.
You think Grand Theft Auto?
I think it's been just so mainstream that it's gotten the audience.
It has.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What about you?
Probably be Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
But BioShock Infinite second.
So what do you want to play?
I want to go get some food and then watch the VGX.
Okay. See you guys later. Bye.